welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm just here trying to set up. Sorry, I'm just here trying to set up. And as you come in, I just want to talk about natural hair and everything to do around natural hair care. So let me know in the comment section what your questions are. But to start us off, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my journey into finding myself on the natural hair journey. I call it a journey because it's taken time, and hair doesn't grow overnight. Hair takes time also to grow. So ideally, that's why we call it a journey, or rather that's why I call it a journey. So anytime that you're hearing about a journey, don't think that it's something that you're doing. And I would say it's not always going back to natural. I would say at times it's just embracing what it is that you are. And my journey started when I was a kid, to be honest, because I was born into a family where we would shave our heads. The reason being, my sister used to go to a school where it was mandatory for her to shave her head. So ideally, I couldn't plait my hair when my sister is shaving her head. My sister is older than me. So ideally, that's why I used to shave my head. But when I would go visit my relatives, that is my cousins and niece and now soon to be nieces and nephews, I would see them with long hair and I used to admire that. So I used to love having long hair. More so, my mom had long hair, so I used to love playing in her hair so much. So ideally, what happened was, uh, there's this cup. You get a metallic cup. You make holes at the base of the cup, and then you add hot charcoal, like from the jiko. You add it in there, and then I used to use that to straighten my hair, my short hair, because over the holidays, I, we never used to shave my hair that often because anyway it wasn't growing. So, and there's no one who is asking me to shave it. So that's what used to happen. So come fast forward, we moved places and I also moved schools. Moving schools, I went to a school that allowed us to plait hair. Yay, that was a win for me. So being in a school that allowed me to plait my hair, I was so happy. I was so excited. Finally, I could be like the rest of my cousins. So in this school where I was able to plait my hair, it was I think in 2006, 2007. I think so, either 2006, 2007. The move happened in 2006. Moving into that school happened maybe in 2007. I can't remember quite correctly, but yeah, around that time, because it was the last part of 2006 going into 2007 during the tribal crashes. So I went, had my hairs. Now, my mom started doing my hair. Guys, let me tell you, I used to scream and cry. For the first time ever, I'm having tension on my scalp, and it felt foreign. And it was something that I wouldn't be able to fathom. Why is she doing this? I used to feel like she is torturing me, honestly. But then again, I still wanted to look good with my friends and everyone around my friends. So ideally, I still would take the pain. And then fast forward, my hair was longer. She started doing what we call threading, African threading. That's why I feel like I should start doing that, because when she did African threading, my hair grew like a weed. My hair grew so much, no shedding, and it was so long and healthy. Then now I went to school, and now it got to a point my mom couldn't be doing my hair every other day. So anytime that I needed to have my hair done, I used to go to the salon. So we used to do cornrows, and they had these front pieces here because it was a requirement. Like there was a style that you were supposed to do of the cornrows. So that's what I used to have most of the time. And now the truth be told is, my mom, during that time we were in a space where I couldn't do my hair as often as I wanted. So I used to do my hair twice in a term. So at the start of the term and during after midterm. So after midterm I come back with a fresh hairstyle, and that takes me until the end of the term. So you can imagine Everyone else is redoing their hair maybe like after every 2 weeks, and I have to struggle with my old hairstyles. So honestly, there's one of you here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. So ideally during that time, I never used to manipulate my hair so much. So my hair kept on growing and growing and growing. And when that happened, I was so excited. I was so happy about it because it meant that now I could now compete with the other girls, because I didn't call it a competition, because I'm just being honest at this point, right? So fast forward to later in life, I'm in high school. So the high school that I went to, we were required to have our hair straight, and that is when I first experienced damage to my hair, because for the first time I was straightening my hair so much, and for this now also for the first time I got heat damage, because I've said this before and I'm saying it again. I got heat damage because of a product that they used on my hair, because I feel like they kind of texturized my hair without telling me, just to make it easier for them to manage. Because if you know anything about my hair, you know my hair is a lot to manage, especially when it's huge, when it's long and healthy. So that happened. So later in Form 4, I realized that that is 4 years later. I realized that now my hair, there's no way I could be able to, like, I couldn't wash my hair and it reverts back. My hair never used to revert back, and I didn't like that for myself, and especially now going into campus, because I felt like I want to have that, to deal with my hair in that state. And then it used to have like the growth at the roots, and what was the rest of the length of the hair didn't feel the best for me. So that is when I started exploring options of either cutting my hair, shaving it completely, or transitioning. And I went with the latter. I decided to transition into being a natural. So the transition wasn't the easiest, to be honest, because I struggled a lot. I made a lot of bad decisions. I made a lot of bad choices with my hair. And also at the same time, I did go to hairstylists who didn't have my best interest at heart. I'm going to give you a rule that I'm going by for moving forward. If someone doesn't have hair as long as mine, or they're missing their edges, or even longer than mine, there's no way they're allowed to be in my hair. And that's why I keep saying on this channel that I'm not ready to have someone trim my hair that I don't trust. And it takes a lot for me to trust you with my hair, because I feel like I've put in so much work for you to come and mess it up. So ideally, find someone you trust to do your hair for you. You just don't want just anyone to be doing your hair, to be in your hair. Okay? Are we together, everyone? Yes. So, excuse me. So during that time, I messed up, but I learned. I also learned, and I also had now met my current stylist that I always go to for trims, and she taught me quite a number of things, like I shouldn't be doing so many slick back styles, because that was cutting my hair. Because, well, I went like a period of 3 months without seeing her, and when I went back, she was like, "What happened to your hair? Did you cut your hair? What's up? What's not happening?" But what had happened during that time was the fact that I was slicking back my hair with the gel. That is when that hairstyle was so in during that time. And because of that, it meant that I was doing too much. And so, too much manipulation, too much breakage of my hair. And eventually, I had to slow down. So I started learning how to do my hair. COVID happened, so now it was a period of time that I learn to do my hair. But guess what? COVID didn't slow me down. I was still manipulating my hair too much until 2020 August, when I discovered that my hair was so broken, and it was 9 inches. Anyone who doesn't know what 9 inches is like having hair that you've been growing out of your head over for like 1.5 years. Yes, my hair was that short. So you can imagine, I'm used to having hair down my back. Now it's on my shoulders. So what am I doing wrong? So I slowed down, Found some YouTubers. That's when I came to learn about YouTube and take it seriously. Found some YouTubers who really helped me. One of them had been craving yellow. And then I also found Joyce Omondi Waihiga. I admired and I still admire her hair because I feel like that is the hair goal that she is my hair goals. Like she has hair that I call my hair goals. She already has waist length hair, guys. If you see her hair, you'll be proud as a black woman, as a brown woman, honestly. So that is when I started now learning about protective styling and all that. But now the problem was I didn't know that just because it's called a protective style, it doesn't have to be protective for my hair. So what happened was I started doing mini twists, forgetting that I have thin hair, thin strands of hair, and mini twists don't really work for me. And I hadn't mastered the art of handling, saying handling in a very light way. I hadn't mastered the art of manipulating my hair safely. So that also broke my hair too. So my journey didn't start in 2020. And so in 2021, somewhere along the way, that is when I was able to now set out on a journey of protective styling and learning about my hair. But even then, 2021 and 2022, I still messed up big time because that was a period of time that I also went back to twists, and especially with added hair, and that also broke off my hair, so I didn't see any much change in my hair. So you can call it that I was at a growth plateau for since 2020 to 2022. So in 2023, which was last year, I became more serious. I learned, yes, I learned, and I was doing my hair most of the time. Went to the hairstylist. Last year I went to the hairstylist thrice. This year I've been to the hairstylist, wow, once. Had my hair straightened thrice. Wow, wow, okay. I've had someone else do my hair once. Have had my hair straightened 3 times. Whoa, that is quite some discipline. So all the rest of the times I've been doing my hair, and I can tell you confidently that it is important for you to learn how to do your hair or to learn how to manipulate your hair safely, so that when someone else is in your hair, you are in a position to let them know that what they're doing is not what your hair needs confidently. Because personally, I feel like had I not learned how to do my hair, I wouldn't know how to choose my hairstylist wisely. I wouldn't know how to speak up for myself, because most of the time before now, I used to go to the hairstylist and I would agree with everything that they tell me. But now that I know, I can confidently tell them, yes, that's what you believe, but that doesn't work for my hair. And if you want to try it, you have to try it on some few strands, not the rest of the whole head of my hair. We are not messing with, hey, guys, 3 years going to 4 years of hair work. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to tell me? So ideally, that's where we are at in my hair journey. I hope I have given you a few tips, or I've given you a whole backstory of my natural hair journey, how it's been. And currently, I am back to being a straight natural. And by that, it means that soon and very soon, we'll be going out to get hair accessories and equipments that we are going to be using to be straightening my hair. Because like I said, it takes a lot for me to trust someone, and even when I trust them, it's not everything that they say goes with me. So I have to learn how to straighten my hair and do it in a healthy way, so that I can learn when someone else is not doing it right. So that's where we are at. If anyone is wondering, I have these cornrows. They're called Dutch braids. That's what I have on. That's what is helping me maintain my straight hair for now. Because like I said, I'm not planning on doing any intricate hairstyles, because I think I'm past that stage, especially given the length of my hair. It takes me quite a long time to do my hair nowadays. And also, anyone who knows, you know that I am working. So I feel like with work and the nature of my work and doing hair, they can't go together. So I have to sacrifice one, and what I have decided to sacrifice at this particular point is doing my hair. But that doesn't mean that I neglect it, so that's why it's protected. The edges of my hair, the ends of my hair are well sealed using the Brazilian wool. It's wrapped like you would using during African threading. So ideally, there is nothing that I am doing right now that wouldn't be the same thing I would be doing when I'm protective styling. The only difference is the fact that currently I am not washing my hair as often. I'm trying to get around that, especially because I don't have the straightening equipment with me, and to find a way to now better manage my hair. So that is the journey part of it. So what are some of the lessons that I have learned when it comes to natural hair care? Well. Natural hair care will humble you. Natural hair care will teach you patience. Natural hair care will have you second guessing everything that is in you, testing you. That is, you need a lot of patience to be in your hair at any given point in time. Number two is the fact that you don't want to be dealing with your hair when you're frustrated. Don't handle your hair. Don't manipulate your hair. Don't plait your hair. Don't undo your hair when you are stressed. You're going to rip the hair out of your scalp. Handle your hair when you have the time, when you're in a position to, okay? Don't make it look like it's a battle. It will always look like a battle when you're depressed, when you're stressed out, when you don't have enough time, and you're going to lose length. And one wrong styling session can cost you a year worth of work. So it's not worth it. Better look raggedy for a week until you have enough time to be in your hair than mess up your hair and have to work for an year to correct what you messed up. Okay? The other thing is the fact that I have come to appreciate the fact that it doesn't matter what products you use, what matters the most is hair care practices. How you're taking care of your hair is what is most important. How are you massaging your hair? Are you washing your hair? Are you making sure that your scalp is clean? Are you making sure that your ends are sealed? I'll put away. They're not exposed to hair to the environmental factors. If you're doing all that, I can tell you for a fact that that is going to give you more results than getting expensive products. Products without technique is nothing. It's like what when we say that when a poor man becomes rich overnight, they're not able to manage that wealth. Goes the same way when it has to do with products and hair care. Hair care is all about technique and not the products that you're using. Even how you straighten your hair, like it's all about technique. Technique is the most important thing when it comes to product to hair care. I can't insist that enough. All right. So finally, the other thing that I have learned is the fact that, well, hair is something that you're meant to have, and the growth of your hair does not depend on what is coming out of your scalp. For you to see length, it is all about your ends. That's why my ends are ever tucked away. Always have your ends tucked away. If you can, have your ends tucked away 36 the 365 days an year. Have them tucked away. That will help you maintain so much length. And because it's all about length retention, for you to see the length, because your hair is always growing, and all that matters is how much you're breaking off out of what is growing on your scalp. So be careful and ensure that you're retaining that length that you have on your hair. So that's it for today, guys. I don't know, maybe there's any other thing that you wanted me to address. That was the journey, the lessons that I have learned during the journey. And the last thing that I would want to emphasize is the fact that listen to your hair and your scalp talk to you, especially when you can feel them. When you feel that your hair has a lot of products, maybe it's time for you to wash it. When you feel that your scalp is becoming itchy, maybe that's a sign for you to give it a break. Because if you remember, when I first straightened my hair this time, I told you that I was going through it. I went through it because I could scratch my head. My scalp was so itching. But now, given that I have given my hair a break, my scalp a break, it's not in any tight hair protective hairstyles. My scalp feels healthy. I can't remember the last time it itched. And this hairstyle, I can tell you for a fact, there's no tension on my hair. So ideally, that has been it. I don't know if there's anything that I have left out. And for anyone who is wondering, we'll be doing these live streams every weekend on Saturday evenings. So always give me suggestions in the live stream comment sections for what other hairstyles, what other hair care videos you want to see me and what you want to hear me talk about, guys. So thank you so much for everyone who has been with me. This is the end of today's live stream. I don't want to be doing long live streams for a start. We start with 15 to 20 minutes and we grow from there. So ideally every Saturday we'll be having a live stream and we'll be talking everything here. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace out. Love you.